Greetings, everyone. This is Reed, and you're watching MOI. And if you're new here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, hang around. I'm going to talk about all sorts of stuff, all sorts of interesting things. And we also do things on this channel, unlike others that want to sell you something and then just only yak away. But today, I'm going to yak. So, call me a hypocrite for this video. But tomorrow, we'll do he's doing something. Anyways, we finally, after immense, horrific effort, got the giant project of my work deployed. Now, is it done? No. There's still lots to do. Lots of systems left to bring over, stragglers, all sorts of little oddball issues we're sorting out, but it's up and running, which is great. And I'm very happy about, because it was consuming massive amounts of my time. Also, the project deserves an entire treatise on mismanagement of deploying a big, complex software system. Oh my gosh, I could write a whole giant thesis paper on the giant mess. It was bad, so bad. But anyways, it's done. And so this last week, even though we got it running the weekend prior, this last week, I've been mentally drained, immensely mentally drained. See, I'm actually a deep introvert, and dealing with people, it's difficult for me. I've been getting a lot better at it, getting a lot more practice, managing it, and not having it drain me to absolute critical levels of mental capacity. But dealing with all these people, all these problems, all this other stuff, and all this stress, I was completely worn out. I was coming home and I was like, time to veg. And I'd sit and watch some other stuff and read books. Mainly I was reading a lot of books and just relaxing, and sort of mentally recouping. And it got me thinking, actually, and that's the point of today's video. In SHTF, Tatawaki, and everything's going crazy, you can't go 120% all the time. You will mentally and completely break apart and fall down. Just, it's gonna happen. People are gonna crack under the pressure. You're not gonna be making diamonds. Nope. You're gonna be crushing them into fine coal dust. And it's gonna really take out a lot of people, I can see. The mental fortitude required to work for months on end under extreme stress, well, it's a rare thing to have. So what do, right? The chances of you actually possessing that skill are gonna be slim. I've actually worked under extreme stress for a long period of time, weeks on end, and I know what it does to me. And I get a little weird. Actually, very weird. If you thought I was weird before, you ain't seen nothing. But the point is, those kind of stresses, they take a toll, a heavy toll on a person. And we need to have ways of dealing with that. So how do we deal with it? Well, we're gonna need additional people. We're gonna need shifts. We're gonna make certain that people can get some downtime, and especially a lot of rest. Severely important. You operate for 3 weeks on 2 hours of sleep, well, not many of us are going to be able to do that, and we're all going to be twitchy little nutcases, right? Nasty problems. I mean, when I was in college, especially since an engineering school, especially when we got to the upper classes, we had these large projects. And those of us that were crazy, sorry, it was me, as well as others, we took several deep engineering lab classes, and these were classes that would consume you madly. And so there were a couple times a lot of us were, horribly sleep deprived. When I'd go home and visit the family and stuff like that, they'd say, "Oh my gosh, Reed, you look like a freaking ghost, like death warmed over. Are you even sleeping there? Are you even eating?" The answer is very little to eat, and what's sleep? And to say people got funky is to put it mildly. I mean, the OCD-isms, the weird tics, the weird compensators that people start doing, things we would be engaging in, and the number of people that absolutely cracked and just lost it was huge. There were lots of people that were like, "I quit, I'm heck with this school, I'm out of here, I'm never coming back." Or others like, "I gotta take a break, man, I can't deal with it anymore. I just need a break, I'll eventually come back." And they never did. The school I went to actually has about a 20% graduation rate. It's a hard engineering school. It crushes people. What can you say, right? It also helps if you more carefully plan out your classes. That's why when I started doing a lot of full-time work and finishing off school part-time, worked a lot better for me. Wasn't as twitchy, shall we say. But that's the point, right? You're dealing with big-time SHTF and everything like that. We need a lot of people, so we have shifts. The other thing is, people are going to get sick. People are getting injured. I was in a live stream a while back, and they were talking about this. And the discussion went a direction I wasn't liking, shall we say. I was pulling back hard, saying, wait, you can't be saying this. Someone's injured and all that, coming in to join the group. Oh, we don't want anyone that's, not in the peak of health and everything else. Huh. So you getting injured? Are you getting kicked to the road and tossed out? Kind of a bad sort of plan and ethics to set up in your groups. I ain't for that. My groups ain't gonna operate that way. And I got a lot to talk about that I got to make videos like crazy getting all this out to explain to people. But anyways, you're gonna need a lot more people. So when, and it's not an if, it's when someone gets really injured, throws out a back, dislocates a disc, herniates a disc, all these other problems where you got someone now who is immensely incapacitated, and it's going to take months for them of healing. They're going to have to do other things for you. There's lots of other things to do. I mean, watch the kids and all that. And actually, since we're on that topic, one of the key things I think to a successful project when doing a lot of manual labor is having one person in charge of inventory. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, keeping track of the tools, the parts, everything else. I tell you, speeds up things like crazy. You got one person or a couple people, and when they say, hey, I need such and such part, here you go. And then they're sorting out the supplies and all that, cross-checking the list, making certain everything's set up. Another person saying, hey, I need this tool. And they're like, okay, here you go. And then they go around the site and make certain things are organized, put stuff together, moves things quick. Because let me tell you, I don't know what it is, but those tape measures and those rulers, they grow legs. They walk off. It's crazy how fast it happens. But you can have people doing stuff like that, helping with the cooking, inventory management, making certain resources like that. Things where you can, write, take notes, stuff like that, even if you're laying down. Very helpful. Like I say, it's all coming down to people. We need a lot of them. That's my goal, is aiming for, 80 to 100 people, maybe even more. And actually more would be better, strength in numbers. But we have to have people. We've got to get a bunch of people together. Because when people get injured, when people are just losing their mind, they have to get downtime. They've got to get a break. They've got to be able to rest and recuperate. Someone's got to pick up the slack. And you can't be pushing so hard that you're running people straight into the ground. I mean, maybe right after SHTF, initial situation, dealing with it right then, first couple weeks, you probably are going to have a hell of a time. But there's no way you can sustain it. You just can't run that way for 6 months, 9 months, a year. It'll crush you, turn you into powdered dust, and you'll be a twitchy bun on the floor going, Well, I hope this gets my point across. I hope you get thinking about this. And I hope you like the video. Hang around. More stuff's coming up tomorrow. Take care, everyone. This is Reed, out for now.